What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here, bringing you another OneHive war recap video, where that's a fun thing to say. Where we randomly matched Reddit Omega, a 40 on 40 war. We came away with the victory, 114 to 111. Pretty close total destruction, and I'll come back to that in just a moment. In fact, they exceeded total destruction by 0.46. So you might want to wonder what happened. So with the Season 2 CWL out and people, finalizing rosters, if not finalizing rosters, it's, 40 on 40 is going to be quite more frequent nowadays. So you can expect those random wars to be like that just more frequently to kind of prep for the weeks. And that starts in 2 weeks from now. So this is actually almost in fact, I believe this is a preview of week 1. I believe we match Reddit Omega week 1 of season 2. I'd have to check the season for that, and things might change before it actually goes live, but that's my understanding of it. Really good war. So the breakdowns were 6, 14, 20, and for those of you that don't know what those numbers mean, that's number of town halls. 6 11s, 14 10s, and 20 Town Hall 9s. So we commonly refer to it as the rest to fill. Reddit Omega was able to double the top 6 Town Hall 11s, and they left 3 Town Hall 10s uncleared. Okay, and then for OneHive, we doubled in turn the top 6 Town Hall 11s, and we cleared all of the Town Hall 10s. And there's your 3-point difference. So how did that game break down? Let's take a look at it. Dip game, you kind of break this down into basically 2 sections like that. The dip game, we were 11 for 12 on dips. For Reddit Omega, they were 9 for 12 on their dips. 10v10 game, we were 2 town 10v10s, and Reddit Omega was also in kind 2 10v10 3s. So where does that extra star goes? It was not a fair matchup. OneHive's breakdown was 6 14 20. Reddit Omega's, because it is a random spin, was 6 13 21. So we had an extra Town Hall 10 to boot. So with the formalities out of the way, nice job, Reddit Omega. Let's go ahead and just go over some replays that I thought were relevant and interesting. So, the base building meta changes, and Town Hall 11 meta has changed as well. As far as base building, we're starting to see some interesting designs. Back in the day, the baby or Valkyrie baby strategy just doesn't really work anymore. So what we're looking at is Diesel here doing a BK dive, basically getting all the free percentage and the CC out. CC comes out, and then he starts his walk. Gets dragged a little bit to the BK, but eventually he goes down, and the healers just stew outside of the range of that Archer Queen. So with double poison down, with a double Witch Baby Dragon combination CC, that is a must. So double poison for that encounter, and then she continues on her merry way. She's going to get a ton of trash. Very difficult base to double. Continues to walk through. Rage down there to sustain the walk. Those max cannons just hit harder than all get out. Now Warden is no joke either with his zaps. I really love this single miner. Look at this. He brought a few miners here to get some percentage, but I just liked how he used those level 2 miners. I thought that, no disrespect, Ezo, it's kind of cute. I mean, when's the last time you guys saw miners up in this bad boy? I thought that was very, very clever. Kidding aside, I did. With the double rage down here to sustain that walk, she got almost 40%. Before he's ready to basically make a bum rush and dive for the Town Hall section. Notice that he doesn't worry about the CC. I'm sorry, the Eagle, And to the very last moment when he gets about 35%, then he drops the golem, which is going to get melted by that eagle. One volley, each hit of a volley, there's 3 volleys on the eagle, does 300 DPS, and it's times 3 on golems. So that's like 2,700 per volley. I mean, per attack, basically, on the golem. It's just insane. Or maybe it's times, I'd have to check that out. Maybe it's times 2. I just know that they melt the golem, and that is definitely melting the golem. So really nice job getting the queen walk to get a lot of the percentage on this, and then the bowler and the golem tanking for the bowlers just enough time to clear away the trash to push her into that jump, and then gets the town hall and a few more percentage as well, and then the finally finishes off here and gets a respectable, like I think it was 64%. We'll see here very shortly. We'll go to times 2. Or maybe it was just 61. Still very difficult base to get that percentage. Nice double diesel. And that allows to take some pressure off the 10 on 10s to have them focus on that. Let's scroll down to one of those 2 Town Hall 10s that I spoke about earlier. We have a Toma. I mean, of course, right? Why wouldn't there be a Toma as one of those 10v10s? Crazy. He's going to do Vabolalo. You know what? Let's just watch what he does. While we're watching this develop here, he's got his queen on the south. Wanted to take a moment and say shout out to Tate. Saturday Night Hive is back. Just got done doing a podcast with him and King of the North with Cotton, as you guys might know him as. It was a really fun, enjoyable time. That will be posted shortly, and I will do my first ever retweet, because I don't know how Twitter works apparently. But I'll do my first ever Twitter retweet because I'm owed. When that comes out, it was a lot of fun doing that with him, and I'll put the link to Saturday Night Hive in the description. Back to this 10 on 10, very sexy hit by Atoma here. Valkyrie's in with that BK and gets the queen out of the picture. In an air defense, and the CC's out, but he leaves the hound unbroken. This is something I still need to learn. I am not good at this. So leaves the hound unbroken, has 1 archer to drag, specifically to drag that thing away from any, as you see, right, hold on. As you see this archer way over here, now the hound is out of the picture, and he started his Lalo portion here. Really nice job. He's got 4 minions for the back end cleanup. Meanwhile, that hound is just going to sit way out of the picture there. Heal across the core. Kind of a dicey situation with that wizard tower. But haste all in the right spots to collapse the loons and swarm the last air defense here. He's got enough pups behind him for days doing cleanup, as he starts to put some minions behind him in the corners. And then you'll see how he handles this last little hut, putting it there, and then lets 1 minion work on that hound when he realizes he has loons all in the right spots to get the rest of the base. Really nice 10 on 10 3 Atoma. Go to times 4. Nice job, man. We'll go out of here, and then let's take a look at Gary, or Master Fung, on their number 19. Also doing a Lalo. I believe this one's a Shattered Bow Lalo. Heavy kill squad. So he wants to get 2 air defenses, the CC, the Queen, and an Infernal Tower. As you can see, the angle of approach he's taking here. Holding that second golem until he can get it broken open. Once that breaks into golemites, then he'll go ahead and send his other golem on the bottom, because that golem did its job on the far right there for tank for that queen and the air defense. Let me make sure you guys can appreciate both sides here. Queen's getting the town hall and the air defense at the 3 o'clock position by herself from the cover of 1 golem. Meanwhile, at the 6 o'clock position, he's got a golem, BK, bowler combination, which is ever so deadly, and the jumps for that to get the queen, air defense, and then to get the CC lure out, which is way far away from the queen, as he busts his ability. And why that's so important is that it's taken away some high hit point storages, which is basically time. One of the worst enemies of preventing you from getting that 3 at Town Hall 10 Bolalos nowadays. So I thought that was very clever that he did that. So when this bowler goes down at the 6 o'clock position, the hound is hanging out way down there. And then look how he has that ground troop, the barbarian. He'll use that to drag the hound away. I'll stay zoomed out so you can see how he does that. Freezes the infernal tower, zooms over to it with the wad of loons, and then rages them through. All the air defenses are down, but he's got a wad of loons and no wizard towers to worry about. Meanwhile, he puts that one barbarian that we were talking about, the very far corner, that will be able to take away this hut before the hound takes it away. And then he's got some scary moment. He's got some irritating Larrys petting the loons here. But he has enough of them that they'll make their way on over to this last expo, even though it has takes a Black Sam. ×2. This Larry's just petting the crap out of these loons, man. But he's got a wad of minions on the far left, cleaning that up. So eventually they'll come to the rescue of these loons and then work back towards the middle. Scary moment right here. Look at these minions here start working on that hound, which is why you want to drag it to the corner. Unfortunate for that, but he had enough loons left over here to take away those high hit points structures in the core here and gets that 3. It was really, really nice. And then let's get out of here, and let's to end this, I got to do one of my favorite attacks ever, which is actually funny because I myself have never tried this strategy. I just love watching them and maybe saying them, but it's GOAT with that new meta. It's not really a new meta, but take a look at that army composition. You know what's coming. D's nuts, which is a double zap Quake Dragon Lalo, which is a mouthful, so it's just called D's nuts. Double zap Quake, 2 south air defenses, only needs 1 earthquake because he's got a haste for the 1 earthquake will encompass the area of where the 2 air defenses are, so he can basically get himself a free spell slot, and he decides to use a haste for that, which is smart because it's a double zap Quake Dragon Lalo. So of course you want to have a haste for that if you have that opportunity. Dragons to swarm the queen. I think my next attack strategy video is going to be the Zap Quake Dragon Lalo at Town Hall 9, which Mike does a lot of and I'm starting to love. I did one already, but I didn't actually draw out things and talk about what you look for and why, and I think I'll do that for the next one. But here he is. Dragons basically take care of the left side. We have a bow set the ground. He has enough dragons to basically swarm any point defense here up top. Not a lot of time or storages in the core, so after they gut the core like he's doing here, they'll continue to clean at the top, and then the Laloon portion will start heading south. I'll stay zoomed out so you guys can appreciate it. Really unlucky with the Hound pot. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but the Hound busted right at the same moment that like a Seeking Air Mine came up and basically took out all the pups with 1 bust. You know, sometimes that happens with the Wizard Tower as well, but ideally you don't really want your Wizard Towers covering air defenses. The only benefit, usually it works against you on being anti-Lalo. But there is one weird benefit that if you get that timing just right, the Wizard Tower after the Hound bust, it'll zap. If the timing's just right, it'll zap all the lava pups at once. But usually you don't want that to happen. You don't want Wizard Towers around air defenses. So there he basically overwhelms the base down here and uses his royals at the very end to help with the cleanup and direction and directing of the dragons towards the very end of this raid. Really nice job, GOAT, or greatest of all time. Special shout out to him, those of you that saw me hit live on the stream, because some of you guys direct messaged me. Thank you for that. He helped me with the plan. I mean, I just want to point that out. So nice job, man. That was a really sexy attack. Hope you guys enjoyed all those raids and the recap. Once again, it's Brutus reminding you, you got to be better than a double, and I will check you next time.